Plumbers videos. My name's Alan Hart, and in today's video we've got an action-packed video for you today. Some really cool stuff in this video, and I'm sure you will learn a lot from this video. We've got Elliot's back, so near the end of the video Elliot's back, and he's got an idea logic that's not working, and that you've got to watch that. It's brilliant. We've also got Pete from One Plumbing as well, and he's going to show us about some with free gas. So they've got free gas at the gas meter, and he's also got a really shocking idea logic installation. There's worms in boilers as well, so we've got a Worcester with worms in. There's all sorts in this video. First of all though, we're going to go to Paul Daley, who Captain Backflow on Twitter. And Paul Daley, the first time I ever seen him, it was on a video on YouTube, and it was about a magna cleanse, and his video was brilliant, really good. And I just really liked how him and Matty did the videos, and you'll see in this, he's brilliant. He's really good. I really look up to him. He's a really good guy. So first of all, let's go over to Paul, and then what I'll do after that, I'll let you watch all the rest of the videos. And if you could please put some comments below, that'd be really helpful. Thank you.
Matty, we've got a problem.
What's the problem, Daley?
At the back of this insulation is main IT room for this multi-million-pound business, and that pipe's just been spraying water absolutely everywhere on secondary turn.
Bloody hell, that's not the only problem we've got.
Why, mate? What's the other problem?
Data guys, run out of cable tray.
Right, Alan, now we've quit larking about. That is his problem, and really it's averted a major disaster. Really, it's not fully gone, but it's done a lot of damage. Fortunately, only to the fabric of the wall and a few ceiling tiles, and none of the IT equipment. So we are going to repipe it. So at the moment, it's the original installer has taken this pipe work along the easiest route, which is just scooting around that wall. What me and Matty are going to do is, we're in the middle of dropping some unistrut and some channel. I'll show you what fixings we use, I'll show you what we've used to cut it, and we're going to bring it through the centre of the room. Oh, backflow boys down there. Oh yay! Steve, Alan. So we're going to bring pipe work across, and I'll show you what we've used. So we've put in some 6 Malancas up there, but what we'll do is on this next one that we're banging in, I'll film it and I'll show you what we've done, show you what we used to cut as rod, and that's it. And I hope you viewers find it interesting. Right, it's quite busy along here. We've got a few obstacles to get past, including this cable tray underneath here. So we've pinked laser up, we've got a line down, we're marking off 450 from there, and that's what we're using to sort of like set as levels really, and as line of sight for his pipe run. Right, for cutting rod we normally use the M10 rod cutting jaws from Rems. However, we found this Milwaukee M12 bandsaw, and it's just absolutely brilliant. So Matt is going to demonstrate it for you now. And it also cuts strut. Okay. So with regards to bandsaw, Alan, and as cutting a threaded rod, that's really a maintenance application. If we're doing installation, we buy studs that are pre-cut. They come in various lengths and sizes and diameters. and that helps us speed up the installation process. But with regards to maintenance, it's the bandsaw that we use, and I mean, you can see my hand on it. It's absolutely tiny. It's just absolutely a brilliant piece of kit.
He's got really big hands.
This drill bit, Alan's probably way too long, 6mm by 210, but that is the size of the drill that we use. I mean, it's like a little kid's toy, I'm not joking you, but for maintenance and us, it's so lightweight, it's absolutely brilliant, and with it being small and compact, gets into some tight spaces. So we use the M12 6Ah batteries. In fact, I think I told you about them for your tyre inflator, which is great for expansion vessels on boilers. So that's what we're going to use to drill this hole. Right, Alan, if we're mounting into concrete, we use these. So there's no plug required with them. The advantage on using this type of anchor in commercial is if there's a fire, you'll get more life out of the fixing before it eventually collapses and falls. If you're using plugs and screws, the plug will melt and then the structure above will fall on the person's escaping the building. So with these we drill a 6mm hole, it's got a 13mm socket on the outer edge, and inside it's M10. Let's go to drilling now. Check Chimona. Straight in that. No, I'm just talking to Alan on his video. Give it a little tweak. That's it. Michael Jackson here, doing plumbing. You can see his clips down there where we're going to be coming through. Measure twice, fix once.
Thank you very much for that, Paul and Matty. We're going to be back with them next week, and Paul's going to go through putting the pipe work in. Also, he's going to show us the insulation, which is quite interesting. But we'll have a look at that because they have a company that comes in and does insulation and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get to this next video.
Hey Alan, how you doing? Just come to do a landlord's gas safety check on a Worcester Green Star Junior 24i. Just giving it a quick once over, and the first thing that I see when I look at the condense trap, there's actually a worm stuck inside that trap. No idea how it's got in there. Must crawl back up the condense line through the drains. Could even be a slow worm or something, God knows. But anyway, the trap is full of dirt and there's a worm on top of it. So obviously if you're going to leave that any longer, the trap's going to block up. It's going to go back up the rubber tube here, back up to the top into the sump, and I've seen it flood this area before where the trap's been blocked. So just one to watch out for, especially for the younger guys, just learning to kind of, you know, always make sure you clean these traps basically. Alright, thanks a lot. Cheers.
I've never seen a worm in a boiler before. If you have, please add a comment below. Or if you've seen aught else, bees, wasps, whatever, as I say, please put a comment below. Now we'll get over to Pete from One Plumbing. He's got some interesting videos today. A really badly installed boiler and also some how to get free gas or somebody with free gas. Yeah, it's gonna look.
You should report him really, unlike you.
That's safe, isn't it? Look at that. That's lovely and safe. Look, it's been leaking. I've never seen anything like this before, but you know, this is a
I
first
don't
for
think he
me.
did come back. I reckon he dodged that and he didn't come back.
Yeah.
I should come back.
See, you got that. You got a split heat exchanger, split expansion vessel. That's the kiddie though. That that's just ridiculous. What it can do is how long's that been like that? Do you know?
2 years now.
Oh, see, look, and that is all corrosive as well. So you've got to be. Oh, there we go.
So what do you recommend? A new boiler?
Well, no, it can probably be fixed. Yeah,
Yeah.
That can be fixed. The expansion vessel can be fixed. It's just what else is.
See,
Like, you see that and you think, what else am I going to be looking at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 0.689. So that's been going a good 20 seconds. To update it, press that. Update 0.689. There's getting free gas here, but they didn't know. Oh well. That's something to spot. That's why you do your gas rates, see?
Thank you very much for that, Pete. Another great video from you. Yeah, thanks very much. This next one that we've got is absolutely shocking. To be honest, it's I'm just laughing because somebody sent me a picture of me saying absolutely shocking. Yeah, the next one that we've got it's a Worcester Bosch combi boiler, and it's not been serviced in 14 years. So this it's really important that you have your boiler serviced every year, and this boiler now shows you why. I mean, just for safety, you know, make sure you're safe, but also make sure your family are safe as well, and your neighbours even. So yeah, let's have a look at this Worcester Bosch. Thank you very much for sending that video in with the Worcester. As I say, please make sure that you have your boilers serviced and checked each year, and yeah, just avoid these type of issues and potentially very dangerous outcomes. The next video that we've got is a frozen condensate, and this shows you the importance of installing condensate pipes correctly. And this one, it'd been installed into a rainwater pipe. The rainwater pipe had frozen at the bottom, and then as the roof started to defrost, it's then backed up into the boiler, and it's made a right mess at boiler. The boiler's destroyed. But yeah, let's go and have a look. So frozen condensate, just check out the new bulletin. I think it was 28th of January, TB155, I think it is, if I remember rightly. And that's to do with frozen condensates and how you should install the condensate pipe, and then we can avoid problems and issues like that one. obviously they wouldn't have needed a new boiler. What we're going to do now, I'm going to go over to Elliot, and I'm not going to interrupt. Elliot's done loads of videos and loads of tips, and so I'm just going to let him play, and then we'll have a final thought then at the end. So let's go see Elliot.
I think this is a helpful little top tip. First use, little Makita Hoover, 18 volt. Got it from Williams & Co for £29.99 plus the VAT. Beauty. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it's quite cool for 30 quid. And also, I'm a Milwaukee lover, but this little adapter here, the one in the middle, converts Milwaukee batteries to Makita, or there's loads of different adapters, again on eBay. So if you've got a tool that you haven't got batteries for, but you'd really like the tool, you can get the converters. So makes things nice and easy. Hopefully that just helps you people out. So Makita, £29.99 plus the VAT, Williams & Co. Cheers. Have a great day. Hopefully a little top tip for you people out there. If you're going to be using a drill and a brush to clean the heat exchanger, not everybody does, but if you are going to, it's a good idea to remove the rear insulation pad if the nut and plate or whatever boiler you're working on is in good condition and the pad's good enough condition to take out. That way you can get the brush right into the very back and you're not going to be worried about scarring the rear insulation pad and then put it back on. You can't always take these off because the nuts are a little bit ground or dead. I don't always say if it's going to be a risk that I'm going to snap that bolt off or damage the pad taking it out, I won't. But yeah, just a little top tip. Hope that helps with you people. One other thing that I do is I just clean around the edges of here. Now it doesn't say that you have to, and it doesn't say that you don't have to do this in the instruction booklet. This is just something I do. I just clean off all the old scum, if you like, of the old G10 seal, because normally if you've got a graphite one that you're taking off, it will leave a bit of a scum, a few little high points on the edge. So I clean it all down so that when a new G10, new graphite seal gets crushed against that, it's got its best chance of being sealed. And there we go. So who else strips off the main heat-ex when replacing the rear insulation board on these? I have managed to wiggle them out before, but then I always end up getting these joints leaking. So who else takes the main board off? It's a little bit more involved. You've got to replace, say, all the little O-rings and what have you, and end up replacing the one down on the hydraulic block here. But yeah, who else has fun doing that when there's no room to work it? Another new boiler today, and another installation of the Condensate Pro. And with this one again, I've taken the lagging all the way through into the property rather than using the pipe snug that's supplied. Straight into the property, job done and dusted. And I didn't have the starter kit for this, so I actually made this one up at the 90-degree bend. To get the bends nice, I actually used the Pipe Lagger Pro, which got obviously a perfect 45-degree bend, and then used the jointing glue, all done and dusted. So yeah, another well-insulated condense, definitely not going to freeze. Woohoo! Happy Sunday, people. So today's call out that I'm so happy about going out was a replacement pump. On top of that, the whole system needs a huge power flush. It's filthy dirty. Now this pump, it's got a date on it scratched into it somewhere. It's 2005, so just over 15 years old. So that's pretty good for a pump. I mean, some of the old beasts are 30 odd years old, but that was very Devonshire. Do you hear that then? That slip date then, get on. But how much longer would the pump have lasted? You can see the dirt. I've scraped out shed loads, if I can get the focus right. I've scraped out absolutely shed loads of dirt from it. And the impellers are a little bit broken there, look. There we go. How much longer may it have lasted? But more importantly, it's cost this customer me to come out on a Sunday to change the pump, and they're going to have a huge, say a serious power flush. Going to have to use some really strong chemicals. I'm also probably going to have to do a manual flush as well, because I think it's that bad. So I'll take every radiator off, flush them through, then put them all back on and do a power flush. Yeah, just for the sake of keeping the system a little bit better looked after. Keep the chemicals topped up, or add chemicals in the first place, and treat the water, and yeah, just pay a little bit of attention to the heating system, because the power flush is going to be, I say, one hell of a job. With a manual flush, it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be spread over at least 2 days doing that, and the cost of a new pump, and the cost of me being here on a Sunday. So yeah, that's just a importance of keeping your heating systems looked after, really. Happy Sunday, everyone. Ciao. Just a little kiss for everybody, really. Got a phone call. Customers' boiler wasn't firing up, and topped up the pressure because the pressure was low. Found the program. I wasn't programmed quite right, so sorted that out. But it still wasn't firing. And I thought, it's a programmable room thermostat, Honeywell CM927A. I thought, oh bloody hell, why is it firing up? Fired up hot water, all okay. So I thought, what is going on here? Took the case off, bridged out the link between the on the room thermostat, still didn't fire up. Bridged out the link on the frost thermostat, fired up. What's going on? What's going on? Start thinking I'm going to have to do some checks here. Could be a main circuit board issue, could be something else. And then I dropped the front down, realised the simple clock was still in, and just moved it down to on. So, senior moment from me right there. I only lost about, what, a couple of minutes, but obviously I've had the case off the boiler, doing my 26.9 checks now, flue gas analysis, because I can't get my probe into this one here. Bits and bobs, but yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Always check the obvious. It's my little senior moment for the day. I blame tiredness. That's what I blame. Constantly working. Anyway, word to the wise. Ciao. Also on this one, this pump's in the loft. It's a salamander pump. Love them or hate them. It's a salamander pump in the loft space, and the tank's just there. And this is not a negative head pump or universal pump, so it's been fitted in the wrong dimensions. It should be a negative head pump if the pump is only that sort of distance from the tank, and this feed here is actually higher than the tank level, bottom of the tank level. Second job of the day. Look at that little beauty. I think Alan should do a little video of show us your cisterns and your old-fashioned stuff. I mean, this isn't terribly old, but it just looks cool, doesn't it? It just looks cool, in my opinion. There we go. Anyway, repairing the ball valve, or may just replace it.
Thank you very much to everybody who has sent these videos in on this video today. Please always follow the installation instructions or any of the current regulations. Please do not take anything in any of these videos as factual, because different people do things in different ways. And as I say, always refer to the installation instructions. If you don't know, if you can't find it in the installation instructions, give the manufacturers a call, give GasSafe a call, and just make sure that you know that you're doing the job correctly, safely, etc. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want more videos like this, then please put a comment below. Tell me that you want more, and then hopefully the people that have sent the videos in will send us some more videos. I couldn't do this channel without you guys, people watching videos. If you are going to send them in, as always, if you can send them in on landscape, that'd be great. Yeah, thanks very much.